Hello and welcome to more Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube is back for like 2 weeks. I'm going to try and post daily for the first week, so be expecting a lot of Vintage Cube for the next couple days. We opened Mana Drain, probably going to be taking that, the auto reserve. Kind of figured out this card is fantastic. Other cards in the pack that I like Taiga. I think Devoted Druid and Shrine of Burning Rage are good, and then obviously Fractured Identity is insane too. But I think first pick you definitely take Mana Drain over. Well, actually, I think Mana Drain Fractured Identity is quite close. I'm going to take Mana Drain, but because it's cheaper, like generally when I can't decide between two cards, I just take the Mana Drain, but it's not cut and dry. What does this card do? This is a bad card, right? 3 mana 2/4. The beginning of your upkeep, you can exile it. Why is this in here? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's got good things. Like you can play it and then have a fetch and draw one card. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. There's Dak Faden. I like Dak Faden. Thief of Sanity, GTA I love. Treasure Cruise is good. Monastery Mentor. I kind of want to just take the Dak Father. Let's just take Dak. He's so good in Vintage Cube. There's so many artifacts running around. Ooh, Goldspan Dragon. What do you do? Whenever it attacks or becomes the target of a spell, create a treasure. And treasure you control can sacrifice for 2 mana. That seems good. If we want to go mono Planeswalkers, I think taking Gideon, Ally of Zendikar is actually quite defensible. I think just Planeswalkers are so good in this cube. Snapcaster Mage is very good with Mana Drain. Goes well in blue-red. Duress is fine. Goldspan Dragon's okay. Snapcaster Mage is very limiting. I think I could just take Gideon, but he's double white, although Naya Super Friends is, or Jeskai Super Friends is always a fun archetype. We're going to take the Snapcaster. I think... What is this? Oh, yeah. They put Mogda in the cube too as the only dwarf. A lot of changes I disagree with, but it's still Vintage Cube, so not going to complain too much about it. Here we have... not a lot of good cards in this pack. Actually, there's Treachery, I guess, is the only good blue card here. I'll take a Treachery. It's a lot better in Legacy Cube. I say this pretty much every time. But it's still a great tempo play to like steal someone's thing, untap lands, and then play a Planeswalker or something. Okay, so now we have... Ooh, Usher of the Fallen. See, that's an inclusion I like. You play this turn 1 and then you start making 1/1s. That seems good. We can take Sparbluff Canal to help with Dak. We can take Misty Rainforest for fixing. Or we can take Spellseeker to go with Mana Drain Snapcaster. And I kind of like taking that more. We could end up mono blue and like basically if we get some really good cheap plays, Spellseeker Snapcaster is just going to be a nice combo. Spellseeker does not combo with Dismember, but I do like Dismember. Otherwise, there's Arid Mesa if we get a blue-red duel. Otherwise twice, but other than that, we have like... P and Kieran's actually pretty good if we want to go that route, going like blue-red mid-range. I'm actually going to take Arid Mesa. This just makes any like Volcanic or Steam Vents very good, and I don't have to waste a blue dual pick on it. I think Dismember was a great thing there too, but I would like to have the mana to be able to play Dak Faden. There you go. That's why we take Arid Mesa. There's Steam Vents. There's Wildfire, which I like. That's a really late Swords to Plowshares, too. Oh, that's a very late Swords. Do I just take Swords and move into blue-white? I know I said I take this specifically for Steam Vents, but this has got to be a sign. This 7th pick Swords to Plowshares. I was seeing more white cards, but it's also a 7th pick Steam Vents. Oh, this is hard, because it's also good with Snapcaster. I'm actually going to try and move into white. This could be wrong, but... Maybe I just overvalue this card, but it's like the best removal spell in the format, so I don't think it's hard to overvalue that too much. Okay, there's a Gearhulk. Gearhulk goes well with the things we're doing. There's also Shatter Skull Smashing if we do end up going red. There's Burst of Lightning. I guess Shatter Skull Smashing gets the nod here, although I do love a Gearhulk. It's just expensive though, we'll take the Smashing. Lands that have other effects are quite nice. It's unfortunate that Steam Vents was in the same pack as this, but now I guess we just have to find a Volcanic Island. And Arid Mesa can get a blue-white duel. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of things this can get. Okay, there's Runaway Steamkin, Shrine of Burning Rage. I think for this deck, I'm going to take Faith's Fetters. Cosmina Wheels, what a surprise. Or Cosima. Okay, I must be dyslexic, I swear. I mean, it blocks, I guess? That just seems... I'm going to take Land Tax. I don't know. Wow, I'm glad I went into white. Gideon came around. That's fantastic. There's also Thraben Inspector, which is great, but Gideon Ally... So someone took 5 mana Gideon and passed 4 mana Gideon. That's moderately confusing, but nothing that I'm going to complain about. We could take a Mutavault. This could be a Feldar Retreat deck, actually. Although Usher of the Fallen... I think Feldar Retreat's pretty bad. So we did move into blue-white. P and Kieran did come around, and Zergo. Maybe I'm supposed to be red-white. I didn't see like hardly any blue after the first couple picks. So we're going to keep red-white open as an option. We have Coalition Relic, Force of Will, a Braid. Windswept Teeth currently doesn't get anything we need. Yeah, maybe red-white's just the play. We go like Swords, Plowshares, maybe get rid of land tax. Just pondering over here. We take Coalition Relic, and that goes well with these things. That can help us set up for like Jeskai control. If we take a Braid, we can do other things. This is tough actually. Let's see, right? I like first picked Mana Drain, then I took Dak Fade and then Snapcaster, Spellseeker Treachery. There's like no blue left in that pack. So I think I might actually move out of blue, not take Force of Will here and just pick up a Braid because I think it's a fantastic card. And then try and wheel this Eidolon potentially. Alright, you know what? We're going to move into red-white. I think that's where the packs are trying to tell us to go. I think it is the open lane. Here's a Lightning Helix. Silk Kitchen Finks. I love Duretti as well. Lapse of Certainty. It's fine, I guess. I'm just going to take this Helix and try and wheel maybe Lindval or something. Wheel of Fortune. Sacred Foundry is pretty nice. That goes well with Arid Mesa. So let's take this Sacred Foundry in. I think my gambit of cutting blue is paying off. I might splash like Snapcaster Mage Dak Faden if I can get a fixing land, because Snapcaster, Swords, Lightning Helix, and Braid seems quite nice. But the rest of them's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to splash a Mana Drain. Ooh, now we get Path to Exile. Fantastic pickup. I love that card. I would consider taking Walking Ballista, but Path is too good to pass. I think we'll just take that card. Now we have like the premium removal spells. I would love to get blue for Snap. I know, again, I passed Scald or Defense, but it was for Swords because white was open, and now we're moving in that route. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm very happy with our decisions. I think we're definitely in the open lanes. There's Rishadan Port. There's so many good cards. Rishadan Port, Goblin Guide, Blade Splicer, Koth, maybe Boros Signet. Let me see what we're working with. I have Gideon, P and Kieran, a Braid, Zergo. So we're more white, so Koth isn't going to be the best, but he's still a very good card. I think I might want Rishadan Port. The thing is, my deck isn't as proactive as I would like it to be. Port's really good if you're very low to the ground. It's not as good if you're trying to cast 4-drops. So I could see just like taking Koth and going red-white Planeswalkers. Let's do that. Also, Port has a chance to come around. There's a Scalding Tarn. That helps with the mana quite a bit. Showdown of the Skulls was red-white Ajani. I don't know if I agree with this over red-white Ajani. I think red-white Ajani was just so good. Like, he was one of my favorite Planeswalkers. So I'm kind of sad to see this card come in. It's just like kind of generic card draw, but here we'll take a Scalding Tarn. That helps with our red-white mana, and it makes Snapcaster Mage more of a possibility. Ooh, Glorybringer, Bringer of Glory. There's a Plateau. We already have Sacred Foundry. I'm just going to jam this Glorybringer. I love this card in Cube. It's so good. Okay. Time Spiral. So there are some weird blue cards going later. We can take a Brimaz. Brimaz is fine. Abbot is fine. Pyroclasms. I mean, I could like not play Zergo Usher, and then I could be like a bigger deck. I'll take a Brimaz. He's good if you have Planeswalkers in play. He blocks and stuff. We do get our Eidolon if we want to go burn. So we're Wurn Power Stone. I think we'll go Eidolon. You don't really want to Wurn Power Stone in a deck like this. Here we could take a Char if we just want to go all burn to the face. Right now we have Lightning Helix, Eidolon, not much else burn. Mizzium Mortars is very good against creatures because you can overload it. It's not too hard to overload, and then you just destroy all their creatures. If Lapse costed 2, I think it would easily be the pickup here. 3 mana is just so much to hold up. I think I'm going to take Char. We're going burn. Here we could take Banefire or Memory Jar. Probably just Banefire. Into... I do actually like Burgi. I think Burgi is a sweet inclusion, but this deck looks like it probably wants Grim Lavamancer a bit more. Oh wow, Goblin Guide and Rishadan Port. We're definitely in the correct archetypes. Given that we have Eidolon, I'm going to take the Guide. No, I'm going to take the Port. I don't know, that was so hard. Showdown, sure. Lyra Dawnbringer, okay. So yeah, definitely not playing these. I don't know, Goblin Guide might have been correct. I'm a sucker for Rishadan Port, so that's on me, I guess. We could take a Wandering Fumarole for more blue fixing for Snapcaster Mage. We could just take Inferno Titan if we want to go like bigger red. Splinter Twin is not great with what we currently have. I think that deck's more or less a trap, but it, you know, it can be good, it can be fun. I could take Inferno Wheel Wandering Fumarole. There's also Winds of Abandon, I guess, which is something they consider. We're just going to take Big Boy Titan. Then we get Wasteland, Hazoret, 5 mana to Fairy, Legion's Landing. We need to really figure out what this deck wants to do. I don't think I'm going to main deck Dak Fayden or Spellseeker, and at this rate, probably not Snapcaster Mage or Land Tax either. I don't think I like this card, maybe out of the sideboard. Voidbringer, Banefire. I don't think I main deck Lyra Dawnbringer, but you never know. Yeah, I don't think I'm taking 5 mana to Fairy, so I think it's between like Wasteland, Legion's Landing, and Hazoret, and I'm just going to take Wasteland. It's just such a good disruptive play. There's Mother of Runes, Bloodcrypt Karn, Solemn. I have quite a bit of creatures. Alright, we'll take the Mom. Really good with Wasteland, Rishadan Port. Here we get Beaumont Courier, Fire Blast. Pretty much those two. So I have Char. Fire Blast is really good there. Beaumont Courier is a really nice turn 1 play though. He might come around. Fire Blast also probably will come around. So it's just a question of what I prefer. I think I prefer Beaumont Courier. I think Fire Blast has a better chance of coming around. Red felt really open. And someone might pick this up because they want like artifact synergies or something. There's Athalia. That's pretty nice. I think most of my deck is creature based. Athalia is some good disruption. Maybe we can wheel a Soulscar Mage or something. Here, there's Honor the Pure. I have a lot of red creatures though, so I don't love it. There's Lightning Strike for more burn, and then Recruiter of the Guard can grab Thalia, Pian Kiran Nalar, Eidolon of the Great Revel. I don't think Recruiter's good enough, I'm just going to take more burn. Inspiring Vantage, Banishing Light, Tithe Taker. Tithe Taker technically has like the highest win rate out of any of my cards. It's like 90% win rate of all the decks I play Tithe Taker in are good, which is kind of absurd. I kind of want to just take this Vantage to guarantee that I get red-white fixing though. My mana's a bit demanding. Ooh, Vortex versus Kithian. I think Vortex fits really well in with what we're doing here. We have a lot of burn and stuff. I don't really need the Fumarole now. I can take Leonin Relic Warder. I actually really do like this card. It's just so disruptive, right? Your opponent plays like a Signet turn 2, you play Relic Water, eat their Signet. Even if they kill it in like a turn or two, the most important play with a Signet is when you have 4 mana, you can play 4 mana Planeswalker. So it's such a good tempo hit that can also attack them. I love this card. Now that we're playing Burn, I feel like Showdown of the Scalds might be better. Legion's Landing versus Hazoret. I have a lot of top end already. Hazoret's really good though, especially in a burn deck. But Pian Kiran, Koth, Showdown. Not playing Lyra main. I think I'm going to take the 1-drop. Here we can pick up a Flame Slash. Fire Blast did come around, fantastic. Soulscar Mage also came around. There's Expansion Explosion. I don't think we're going to be doing that. Honor the Pure. Don't think we're doing that either. Okay, this deck looks great actually. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to cut Inferno Titan because he's a little bit too expensive for what we're doing. You can easily get like stuck with a 6-drop in hand. Maybe this card is fine now with how many creatures I have. I'll try it out. It's a new card. Ooh, Direfleet Daredevil. That's a really nice sideboard card too. So this is pretty much as red-white aggro as you can ask for. The main question now is, what cards do we cut for mana considerations? We have 1 Sacred Foundry, 2 fetches to get it. I feel like Koth of the Hammer might not be worth it. Like, I can cut these double white cards, and then Koth gets better. Maybe Koth is better than Pian Kiran right now. Faith's Fetters, I could bring it out of the sideboard. It's just kind of expensive, and right now, like, my deck is all burn, which is quite nice. I could even cut Showdown of the Scalds. I guess this is a land, right? So, right now, this would be 17 land. So this is 16 land. I think in this curve of a deck seems okay. I could cut Banefire for something. That's not the craziest thing. I could also remove Mutavault because I have a lot of... Actually, with Rishadan Port Wasteland, I think I want to cut Banefire and run 17 lands or 6. Let's see what the mana looks like and then go from there. Let's also sort by color here. I have way more red than I do white. So I would like to avoid double white spells like Leonin Relic Water if possible. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red sources, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white sources. 11, 8 actually seems fine. Are there any other white cards we should remove? I could cut Showdown of the Scalds, but honestly, I feel like this card's actually pretty good with all the burn that I have going on. Yeah, also, of course I just realized this is Vintage Cube and I didn't see any power. This is a very good Legacy Cube deck though. I think we'll just run it like this. See what happens. See you guys run one. Oh, we're playing against Bagster? I don't know how to say that. Do I mulligan or keep this hand? I just realized I main deck Direfleet Daredevil. I think I need to change that. I don't love this card in the main, but I'm gonna mulligan. We need more land. This hand seems fine. We'll keep. And I don't think I need double white, so I'm going to bottom of Plains. I can Scalding Tarn for a red-white land. Obviously, if they play a duel here, a non-basic, so we're gonna wasteland right away. Okay, this is a pretty bad hand to have in the red mirror match. In fact, my deck's pretty poorly set up for the mirror match game 1, but I do have a lot of sideboard. Ooh, and I draw a Grim Lava Man. So let's just go Mountain Lava Man. There is something to be said for fetching our red-white and playing Lava Man. We take 2 extra damage in the process, but then we have the possibility of going Wasteland, their non-basic, and then Grim Lava Mans are killing Swift Spear. Hopefully they just play like a 3-3, we get to Lightning Helix it, and then Lava Mancer kills the 1-2. Okay, that's fine. So let's fetch. Sacred Foundry, pay 2 life, yes. And I'm actually going to Lightning Helix the Swift Spear instead of Zergo. We take more damage in the process, but it's possible they could have a crazy turn and grow the Swift Spear out of range. And also, Zergo easily dies to Grim Lava Mancer. Whereas Swift Spear, you know, if we try and like Grim Lava Mancer them, they could be holding up like a shock and then that gets worse. Okay, so they kill our guy. I think we're just going to Lightning Strike the Zergo depending on what we draw. Yeah, definitely just going to strike the Zergo. I guess I can wait until their turn, right? There's no point in doing it now. If they play like a Goblin Rabble Master, I'd much rather kill that pre-combat. Okay, kill this. Showdown will be decent here. I don't know how much better than P and Kieran it will be. Okay, they play Vortex. I'm at a lower life total, but I have Char Fire Blast. Land? Soulscar Mage, okay. It's possible this game ends in a draw. They do have a Rabble Man. I get to block the Rabble Master token at least. Block here. I go down to 12. We get to Flame Slash the Rabble Man. Hit them for 2. Down to 16. They fall to 14. I have 8 points of burn in hand. So depending on what they do, I might just go Char, Fire Blast, Soulscar Mage. Because that's... They're at a virtual 12 because of Sulfuric Vortex. This is 8, 9, 10, 11. So I could put them down to 1. Yikes. Okay. Their Daredevil's pretty good here. They might Lightning Strike my face. I've seen crazier things. But probably they just Flame Slash my Soulscar Mage. Oh, they have Lightning... Oh, but they can't gain life. Okay. So this is just worse than doing something else. Although I guess they're getting rid of it from me. And they kill that. Okay. And they can't gain life. That's good. So really, we're in a position where anything but our 4 or 5 drops are good. We draw Plains. We're down to 10. They're down to effectively 12. And this is 8. So we do need to Showdown to the Scalds. And hope that they can't do 8 damage to us next turn. They would need 6 additional damage. Ugh, that's really bad hits. Oh, that's so good for them. Okay. Yeah, their Planeswalker much better than ours. We fall to 8, we fall to 5, and we tapped out so we can't copy Chain Lightning. We fall to 3. So I need something for a single red that does 2 damage. Or like a Beaumont Courier would do it. A haste creature because a Showdown of the Scalds would win. Have Glorybringer. Glorybringer does 4 just like Char does. I think I can only get them down to 2 life. Oh, I can get them down to 1, right? Because Glorybringer... Let me think about this. Whenever you cast a spell this turn, put a counter on a creature you control. I play Glorybringer, and then he attacks for 5 because of Fire Blast. Yeah, I can't win. I could put them down to 1 life. I play Glorybringer, I Fire Blast their face. This hits for 5, this hits for 4, but I don't want to show them the Glorybringer. Alright, things to bring in. Brimaz is very good, Face Fetter is very good, Lyra Dawnbringer is good, Inferno Titan's good. Cards I don't love, I think I get rid of Sulfuric Vortex and Eidolon in the mirror. I don't really want to be taking too much damage. I think I can win off like gaining life and stuff. I like P and Kieran. Flyers are actually a good way to break the mirror as well. Char seems a little bit weak. Again, hurting yourself is just not where you want to be. I do like Direfleet. Thalia, The first strike is relevant. They had a lot of like X2s, but she does hurt me as well. She does hurt them too, so I guess I'll keep Thalia in unless I find something better. Relic Water is okay. Oh, I don't want Wasteland. That's white. In fact, I think I probably don't want Rishadan Port either. I would rather just make sure that I have good mana for Brimaz. What else to do here? I could see cutting Beaumont Courier because they just have so many creatures. It's really good if you get it down early. It would have won me that game. No, because Char would have killed me. That's right. I think I'm actually going to get rid of Fire Blast and Thalia. We're just going to go bigger and redder. I could even get rid of Beaumont Courier for Banefire. I also really do want Leon and Relic Water to deal with their Sulfuric Vortex, but I think we're okay. Go first. Okay. I'll keep this because we do have Usher of the Fallen. And I think with this hand we're going to definitely bottom a red card. And that red card is probably Grim Lava Mancer. Because these burn spells will be good later on. And if I get to go turn 1 Usher, turn 2 attack, that'll be nice. My opponent mulled to 6 as well. So really, any land off the top, and Brimaz plus Usher is going to be a good thing. No! Come on! Land? Oh, this is where it ends. I even decided into better mana too. These probably would have been like colorless lands. Alright, deck, red source we need really badly. Okay. So I can land Brimaz that lets them hit with the Copter. I think that's worth it. Brimaz is so hard for red decks to kill. If they go like creature, flame slash Brimaz, I'm gonna scream, but him being in play is very good. They discard a Burst Lightning? Their hand must be insane. Oh, they're missing land drops. Well, this works out. We get to go Soulscar Mage, attack with Brimaz. Really glad I have Banefire instead of Beaumont Courier here. Pass turn, then we can Lightning Strike the Copter. Also, we have the beautiful Soulscar Mage Glorybringer combo. Glorybringer Soulscar Mage puts -1/-1 counters instead. They have Strip Mine. Okay. Rampaging Ferocidon is fine. They crew, and we kill this. Then we Banefire the Ferocidon. Because that preventing me from gaining life is pretty rough. And Shadow Skull Smashing will be good later. Swing out. They block a cat and they take 6, go to 10. I'm somewhat banking on them not using Strip Mine here, but I could just play Shadow Skull Smashing as a land if I need to. I kind of like the idea of that. So this is tough. I kind of like just killing their Goblin Guide. I'm imagining they're going to like Mishra's Factory with Goblin Guide. I can also just play this tapped, but then if they have like Strip Mine, this is much weaker to Strip Mine. So let's just kill Goblin Guide here. Level up Soulscar Mage. And attack with Brimaz. He makes another 1/1 that's attacking. I could attack with Soulscar. They get to eat it for free essentially with Mishra's Factory. But then they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. I think we're going to keep our Soulscar Mage. Yeah, this seems reasonable. They take 4, they go to 6. Oh, they have burn? Okay, they kill it anyway. So they didn't want to kill Brimaz, which is interesting. But I guess they would have traded Mishra's Factory for Brimaz, which isn't the best situation. They play a Swift Spear, which can block. Alright, deck, give us a land. Or spell. Really? Anything besides Glorybringer is a good draw. Yeah, that's great. So, I think I still attack with Brimaz. If they double block, I don't really mind trading Brimaz for Mishra's Factory. Okay, this block makes sense too. They go to 3. But then we have this. And they die. They do have a lot of cards that say I can't gain life. Between Rampaging Ferocidon and Sulfuric Vortex, I don't know if I trust Lyo Dawnbringer as like a reliable win con. Flametone Kavu, okay, they're dead. There's a good draw though. Or I'm imagining they had it in hand. Do they have something else? Gutshot? Fire Blast? Oh, if they have Fire Blast, yeah, actually that's a reasonable play, because now I just have Brimaz. I'm gonna get to do this. And they're pretty much dead. They have to chump block Brimaz and go to 2. Okay, we know they have Fire Blast now, which is a good thing. So, what am I feeling? I kind of like the idea of land tax on the draw. If they're running Wasteland, that's not the worst thing in the world. Zurgo can block the random 2/2s. Soulscar Mage, Grimlam, Usher can block as well. I'm mostly just deciding, do I bring in this dude to deal with things? And I don't know. I think I am going to bring in land tax for Zergo. And because we're doing that, I kind of like the idea of Mutavault for a mountain. And we will try it like that. I've never really tried bringing in land tax on the draw against an aggro deck, but let's see what happens. It seems like it could be a decent mirror breaker. I'll keep this hand though. I kind of regret it now. I already have 4 lands in hand, but if the game goes long, I will have... Okay, we have Swords and Path. So let's go with the Sorcery Speed removal spell first. If the game goes long, I will have the ability to like get all the lands out of my deck. We can have Path or a Braid on Mistress Factor if we need to. Okay, well Swords of Plowshares is very good now. We do lose currently. We have Showdown of the Scalds. Yeah, I'll play Scalding Tarn. It gives me an extra white source, which will be useful. But yeah, the Sulfuric Vortex makes all my life gain pretty bad. And by pretty bad, I mean completely useless. Okay, they play the Lava Man. Hopefully they attack with Mistress Factory. Let's Braid Grim Lavamancer. I can't really afford to like take damage. Then we fetch, grabbing Sacred Foundry. That's a lot of land. I can tap out for Showdown of the Scalds for 1 turn. Or I can just play Direfleet. This is actually tough. I guess them pointing burn at my Direfleet is good, but I also would like to be able to use Direfleet to burn them, but I think this is the play. We just play Naked Direfleet Daredevil. If they don't kill it, then it's going to be really good with Showdown of the Scalds. Because I want to be able to protect myself from something like a Goblin Rabblemaster. Because we need to prevent as much damage as possible. Yeah, that's effectively 4 life gained, which I think I'm okay with. We just need to like somehow get up to an Inferno Titan or something. I'm honestly quite surprised they haven't gone for a Mistress Factory attack. Dite's fine. They can't gain life with it. We draw Mutavault. Well, it's a bit telling, but here we go. Showdown of the Scalds. So they can strip mine our planes and then Mistress Factory. And we have Brimaz Gideon. Okay. And I cannot play both of them in the same turn, which is bad. They don't strip mine off. I mean, they're drawing a lot of land, it seems, which is good. I really telegraphed my removal by playing the planes before casting Showdown. But do they really have a choice? Okay, they tap out for Glorybringer, so we're going to Sword the Glorybringer. Glad I did not tap out. They don't gain life. They said, well. Goodbye, Glorybringer. We take 2 down to 10. They only have 1 card in hand. We draw planes. We can pump up our creatures as well. So let's go... Yeah, planes. Gideon. Make a 2-2. Go ahead. They go to 12, we're at 10. Showdown of the Scalds was like so much worse than just casting PN here and there. I'm not convinced this card is good, but I'm also not convinced that it's bad. So they're activating the factory. Do I let them attack? I think so, because they have to trade off their factory in order to attack here. And then they just have 2 GT counters. They can't gain life, they can only shrink something. And I'm just going to uptick Gideon and attack. I think I win the race then, right? I'm at 10, I'm going to fall to 8. I'm going to uptick Gideon, hit them down to... He's a 5-5? Down to 7, they fall to 5. And then they die faster. So that, yeah, I think upticking Gideon is the play. Fire Blast gets me, but they could just Fire Blast my Gideon, so like, I'm not really beating that anyway. Equip there. I guess the other thing I can do is just path the Mistress Factory. Oh, this is interesting. We'll see what they attack. They attack me. So, I have 2 options here. I can block the Mistress Factory. If one has 2 cards in hand, they could easily have like Fire Blast and a Burn spell. Then I save path for like a Glorybringer, a big flying haste creature. They take 2 less damage off of Gideon currently, plus 2 less off the Knight ally. So this is a tough call actually. If I path the Mistress Factory, they have 1 untapped land this turn, and then I get to hit them back for 7, potentially 8, and they'll fall down to... If I hit them for 7, they fall to 5, and then Sulfuric Vortex puts them down to 3. So by blocking here, I'm hitting them for 4 less. The Lightning Strike isn't lethal. I think I block here. I think saving path for things... Okay. They have GT counters. an active vortex, and I top deck Glorybringer. Oh, that's great. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Glorybringer. And that puts them down to 8. Now I'm winning the race. They can use GT counters to shrink Glorybringer in combination with a burn spell. Attack them. Okay. So now I'm winning the race. We also play out our Mutavault. They go to 6. So they're dead to a Glorybringer hit. They also only have 2 lands. They have Shrine. Yeah, we did it! Oh, that feels good. I don't know about their farm. I guess they didn't really have much choice. They drew pretty poorly this game. Yeah, we were close. I needed to attack with Mutavault there. I was going to, because we could have gotten lazy and like just attacked with Glorybringer, but then they shrink it with Umezawa's Jite. Then they fall to 4 and then go to 2. So we have to sacrifice our Mutavault. We were going to face Fetters the Shrine anyway, I guess. Okay, see you guys next round. All right, we're here for round 2 against Blot Quadrat. I don't really know how to say that, but against them, they say good luck, have fun. Good luck, have fun to them as well. And we are on the play, and this hand is great. All good stuff. We just need to draw 2 lanes in a row. And that's the beauty of having a very low curve. You know, we've had a surprisingly few number of 1-drops on turn 1. Like, we're just going to top deck a bunch of 1s now. They suspend Lotus Bloom, and they play a Forest. So this tells me they're doing nefarious things. I don't really want to fetch, because I actually do want to draw a land. Oh, that's great. I can't Lightning Helix, but they didn't do anything last turn, so Rishadan Port just, like, puts us back to where we were. This is really good, actually. This is why Port, I take it so highly. Like, it's just a land. We're going to use it to cast Gideon, but also we're setting our opponent back, like, their 2-drops and stuff. You know, it might be doing nothing, but it's not like we're doing anything either. So, the upside is, maybe we're denying them casting spells. And the downside is, there is none. It's a land. We get to play Mountain. I will still Rishadan Port them in their upkeep, I think. They're going to have a whole bunch of Lotus Bloom mana soon, though. Ooh. Do I want to abrade the Lotus Bloom, or do I want to get down to Gideon? I think I like abrading the Lotus Bloom, actually. That seems really good. Because then if they play a creature, I can Glorybringer it. And, like, this is going to be fantastic. So we abrade, kill this. And we port them. This is just the deck doing everything it should be. Now they're going to play Raphellos, and then we Glorybringer the Raphellos. Or we Glorybringer the Fyndhorn Elves. Regardless, it's going to die. Play this. Glorybringer. What a good guy. Get out of here. So now they don't get ported, but they have limited mana. We get to go like Koth into Rishadan Port or Lightning Helix Char. This is a sick draw. Opponent missed land drops. So I think we're just going to go with... I think I like Koth attack. And then play Mountain. And port them on upkeep. Because they missed a land drop, so like... What do you got going over there? We're playing around Channel now because they don't have enough life to cast an Emrakul. Nice. Successfully locked our opponent out of playing Magic. Alright, sideboarding. Inferno Titan typically seems good against green. I don't love it on the draw. I think I'm gonna try siding in land tax against the green deck. I saw essentially mono green, so I think I'm gonna cut Thalia. I am gonna bring in Inferno Titan, it seems good. Faith's Fetters could be better than some of this burn. Oh, Lyra Dawnbringer is pretty good against green. Or by CMC, yeah. We're raising our curve a bit. I don't think Beaumont Courier is that great. Neither is Zergo Bellstriker. So we're just going a little bit bigger. Do I want Showdown? Because I'm increasing my mana curve, I don't think I want Showdown. It's typically good if you can play like a bunch of 1-drops. I probably should have sided it out in that last round. Direfleet Daredevil seems worse than Eden Kieran. This is a much higher curve, but it does have more flyers and stuff. Okay, run it back. I realized that I say run it back in the wrong context. Oh, I don't want Wasteland. Let's add a mountain. Or I guess I kind of want to add a plains for turn 1 land tax. Yeah, Wasteland seems bad against what I appear to be only forests. What was I saying? I say run it back incorrectly because run it back means play the same deck, and I just say run it back when I'm submitting my deck, but you know what I mean. This hand looks good. Again, I don't have any way to play around Channel, but we have Mother of Runes Shatter Skull Smashing, so I think this is going to be quite good pretty soon. And I'm going to fetch because I don't really want to draw more lands. That could have been wrong because having more mountains for Koth could be useful, and especially for Double red for Shatter Skull. Opponent has nothing. That's good. Let's play Sacred Foundry tapped. I think preserving my life total is relatively important, or at least it can be. I think drawing a creature here would be ideal, or just any spell. I have enough mana to do everything in my deck. Natural Order, yeah, it always is. Well, Terastodon isn't too scary because I do have Mother of Runes to block. Woodfall Primus is worse. Yeah, this isn't the worst situation. If they kill my stuff, well then I can block Terastodon. If they kill their stuff, then things get scarier. This is a respectable line, but I have a lot of draws that can get me out of this. But I think this was correct. How about a mountain? Does that get me out of this? Go ahead. So I take 3 damage here, or 9. I get like 3 turns. Watch me draw land tax after they blow up their lands. They swing out. We give mom protection from green here. Take a whole bunch. This is unreal. What is with these lands? Play Koth. One of these, that one's newly controlled. So let's attack with this one. Can I draw a spell, please? Oh man. So now if they spend time attacking Koth, they need to hit him with like a lot of creatures. And then I at least get to Shatter Skull Smashing one of them. If they don't kill Koth, I get to downtick and Shatter Skull Smashing for a whole bunch and kill 2 things. So I guess we're hoping they don't attack Koth. We go to 1 life. No, they are attacking him. Okay, so Koth dies. I take 3 this turn. Yeah, Koth, me. We block here. Throw green. So we need our opponent to not have anything. That would have been good a while ago. X damage divides you choose of up to 1 or 2 target creatures. If X is 6 or more, deals twice X damage. I'm nowhere near hitting 6. So let's just kill one of these. Then I take 6 this turn and I go to 1. And if I can draw a burn spell to go with Soulscar Mage like Lightning Helix, Inferno Titan would be good, Glorybringer would be good. If I could draw any of those, we'll be in good shape. Also, they're having a lot of islands now. This is interesting. Lyra Dawnbringer would actually work. Throw green. But we gotta hit something. Alright. Okay, that's too many land for me. Game 3, do I have any changes to sideboarding? They have some big boy elephants. I don't think so. I think we're good. That was an insane amount of land. Alright, we can do this. Going first. There we go. There's spells. Now we're gonna not draw lands. But, I mean, that's fine. Our deck's full of 1-drops as well. Let's go Usher the Fallen. Hope they can't block it. Nice. Ooh. Think I like playing Eidolon of the Great Revel more. Hit them for 2. I want to get their life total low so they can't like channel an Emrakul too easily. If they do channel Emrakul, I can't cast Fire Blast actually, so never mind. Go to 16. We draw a Braid. I like killing this. Drawing a land would be good, because having Fire Blast up would make me feel very safe. They go to 11. If they cast a spell, they go to 9. Yeah. Ooh, Trinket Mage, also famously bad against this. I hope they just get Lotus Bloom. I think drawing a mountain, I think, is lethal. They do have a Mox. Come on, deck! Why you gotta do this to me? Flame Slash the Trinket Mage, take some. Hit them lower. They would just be dead. I could draw land, but they might still just be dead. They play Nissa. They fall to 3. So Vortex is lethal, Fire Blast is lethal. Any untapped land, I think all the lands in my deck are untapped. Opponent appears to be deciding whether or not they cast the Mox. So I don't want to Swords Nissa because if I just draw a land, I can play Sulfuric Vortex and then swing out. Ah! Well, we can force a trade by attacking with Usher. If I attack with Eidolon, it puts them down to 1. But this is so hard. I can also Swords the Nissa, put them up to 5. Actually, I think Swords the Nissa and swing out makes the most sense. They go to 1 life here, and we have an active Eidolon. So like, it's pretty hard for them to natural order. They need to kill both of these guys without playing something that costs 3 or less. And any red source, any land off the top, we win. They draw Questing Beast. That's not enough currently. Okay, they die. Okay, that was close. Our deck is really bimodal. Okay, we would have won anyway, but we're in the finals. Let's see if we can trophy our first match, or our first league. Alright, we are here in the finals against Sir Snow, going for the first trophy. This hand seems good. Thalia does lock us out of Koth, but if Thalia sticks, I think we're in a good shape. Part of the keys to our success has been winning the die roll every time. I think that's pretty good when you're playing an aggressive deck. Oh, is it the red mirror? Oh, no. Figure. And level up. Okay. Alright, so we could try and get them with leveling up figure, but if they just attack... We're in the finals, so we have to assume our opponent's like decent at the game. Because the thing you would do against a novice is like just play land and pass. Wait for them to level up their figure to become a 4/4. That's pretty bad though, in most situations. However, we can force them to waste all of their mana for many turns. And I kind of like doing that actually because of how slow my hand is. The other thing I could do is I guess abrade their Mox Ruby and hope they don't have too much mana. Actually, that's tempting as well. We can abrade the Mox or we can abrade the figure. If we abrade the Mox, then they just go land, pass. Then we play Thalia, then they level up figure. Koth is more expensive. I think we're going to go for the greedy play here of killing Figure of Destiny. Best case scenario, they play land, tap out, attack with figure. Worst case scenario, I don't know. I don't think they're going to level up their figure here though. They play Vortex. Okay. Well, now we will kill this. So they just got in free damage. We've played a lot of burn mirrors here. Oh god. I could play Thalia that makes Koth harder to cast, but it does put down... I'm gonna do it. I think it's likely they just kill my Thalia. She puts down pressure and can block any creatures they might have. Koth will be good for sure, but if they were planning on jamming a Planeswalker, getting in a hit with Thalia and then playing our own Vortex suddenly makes the clock in our favor. Because basically when you play Vortex, you're always 2 damage ahead because your opponent takes damage first. So by playing our own Vortex, we like re-normalize that, and then if we hit them with Thalia, we're... I think we're just even actually. Alright, we need to draw like a castable spell. Perfect. Oh, I can't gain life. That's okay though. Let's Helix the Pyromancer. Hoping they don't have any spells. They do. Oh. Whoa. Okay. That one seems ambitious. I'll be honest with you there. Fire blasting my thing. They must have a lot of lands in hand. I'm glad I did not abrade their Mox Ruby. Nope, they don't have a lot of lands in hand. Alright, well. Do I want a Koth or Glorybringer? Both the same clock. I think I'm okay taking the 1 damage off the elemental. I might come to regret this though. How quickly... I gotta calculate clocks here. So they're at 16, I'm at 11. I'm gonna go down to 9, 10. So they would need to do 8 damage with these 4 cards. Glorybringer is safer. I play Glorybringer this turn and Exert. They fall down to 12. And then they go down to 10. Then I go down to 9. Then I play Sulfuric Vortex. The biggest downside is if they have like another haste creature, then Glorybringer's bad here. I think I'm just going to get down the Glorybringer. I think the only way I die is if my opponent has a ton of burn in hand. And going up to 11 instead of 10 could make the difference. They didn't shock me end of turn, so I think I'm safe. Wait, Exerting there was terrible. Wait, that was really bad. I would have had them on a 2-turn clock otherwise. This is 8. Oh, that was really bad. Oh well. Yeah, that made no sense. Okay, well their hand is full of nonsense, so that's good. Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay. They have 1 card in hand? Why am I playing the same deck? If I had just played Koth, I would have been in a much better spot. Yeah, I might have actually lost myself this game because of that sequencing. Them for 4. And that, I mean, you have to consider these things. I was just playing it safe, but the mono red mirror is not really a time to play it safe. They can't actually activate their Ancient Tomb without dying, though. Unless they can burn me out on their upkeep. So I think we're still safe, because this puts them down to 4. This puts them down to 2. Yeah, I think we're okay. If I could have played Sulfuric Vortex, they would have died on their upkeep. They would need an insane 2 cards to kill me. It would have to be like double Lightning Bolt, basically. And if I do get hit, I deserve it. I could have killed them that turn. Okay. Never punished. I think otherwise we played okay, but opponents have a lot of ways to prevent us from gaining life. I don't like Showdown of the Scalds. It feels really bad to not impact the board. Brimaz we like. Getting rid of Wasteland. Getting rid of Rishadan Port, I think. Don't really need. We just add 2 planes. Getting rid of Beaumont Courier. And I think I'm better off removing Vortex Eidolon and just going like, because I have white, I have access to these bigger cards, so just going slightly bigger than them. Like, red has a really hard time dealing with Lyra Dawnbringer, Brimaz, and things. We get rid of Char. Like, I have better removal. I think this is probably the line. I don't love Fire Blast even. Just having like early Banefire removal might be better. Oh, that's right, I'm on the draw. Flame Slash. I like the Daredevil because it deals with their burn. Opponent has Wheel of Fortune in their deck. Oh, I don't like Thalia in general. So we'll bring in the Relic Warder to eat their mocks. Or we bring in land tax. Let's be proactive and have Relic Warder. Run it like that. Yeah, this hand seems serviceable. No turn 1 play is always a great sign. Drawing land is fine as long as we don't really draw any more. We do have an Inferno Titan in hand, but this is the most expensive card in my deck, and I can currently cast everything else. I think we're just going to Lightning Helix the Pyromancer right away. Come on, deck. What are you doing over here? We have 6 land. As long as we draw running spells, it doesn't matter too much that we're flooding. They have the Frostodon. Spell. Oh boy. My deck really does not want to cooperate. I mean, my opponent could have a bad draw too, and Inferno Titan will be a good way to like stabilize, but I don't think doing nothing until 6 man is a good way to get there. Alright, we take 3. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they do take damage off of this. So that's something. Alright, what's our best draw? Like, Flame Slash? Something like that? Okay. That's fine. She doesn't gain life, but she does block really well. No, they've cried! Alright, we're not winning this game. Caracas? In the mono red. I mean, I get it. But that was... what are we taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Okay. So if they tap out, we can use Lyra Dawnbringer as a 5 mana tap target land. Yep. Okay, there's Mom at least. We do take a damage here. That Caracas was disgusting. Inferno Titan still might stabilize, but I think Shrine of Burning Rage is probably going to tick up too far. Like, they could go even like end of turn Fire Blast. Oh, interesting. Okay, I get to kill this now. Seems like an odd time to do that, but I'm not complaining. I think they wanted to kill the Lavamancer first, and then kill the Mother of Runes on their turn. But if we get to Inferno Titan the Ferocidon, and then top deck like Faith's Fetters for Shrine or something to gain life. Also, if they sacrifice Shrine killing Grim Lavamancer here. Oh my god. Alright. Well, not winning now. There's still draws. Flame Slash, I think we can still get out of this. Okay. We get to Flame Slash the Ferocidon. Play a land. Pass turn. And then we're going to like... If they pay to keep Avalanche Riders... Did they see any legendary creatures? I don't... This Caracas is very confusing to me. Oh, I guess they saw Thalia. Okay, they don't keep him around. We need to kill them before they can cast like 1 red spell. Oh, that's definitely more than 1 red spell. We're so dead. We'll let it go through. I'll kill the Rabble Man. We could draw an answer to Shrine of Burning Rage, I guess. Like, Faith's Fetters here now works. Actually, what if I let the Rebel Man attack? Because I think it's Faith's Fetters or bust at this point. No, we're not going to let him attack. We'll kill this. We go to 5. Faith's Fetters would be fantastic here. I think I also have Leonin Relic Warder, which could do something. A land. Yeah, they just crack Shrine killing us, so no point in showing them the cards in our hand. That was rough. The Caracas. The Caracas from deep. It's not worth bringing in Wasteland, I think, for one Caracas. This is for the trophies. I don't see really too much of an issue with our deck. We should be favored, we're just, you know... things were stacked against us, we'll put it that way. Alright, I mean, we keep these. It's got interaction, 4 lands, which means, you know, we can cast most things, and then Inferno Titan. Play Zergo. Pass turn. Oh, they have a Mox. What do you have? Nothing. Okay. We draw Legion's Landing. So, we're gonna play a white source, then attack for 2, see what happens. Interesting. Play Legion's Landing, I guess. I don't want to braid the Mox. That could have been incorrect, but it feels like killing their lands when I don't know if they're stuck on mana is just a bad idea. If they miss a land drop here, we're definitely braiding the Mox, though. But they didn't. They play Ferocidon. We kill that. Yeah, it's just so much better to kill Rampaging Ferocidon. Braid deals 3 damage to you than it is to kill a Mox here. We attack them. We get to gain a life. And again, we're at the position where if we draw spells, we're probably going to win. If we don't draw spells, we're probably going to lose. And I know a lot of people are going to comment that, Caleb, you're running too many lands. 16 lands in a deck with Inferno Titan Glorybringer is like, it's a totally reasonable number. In fact, it might be too low. I had a lot of like 0 landers that I also opened. It's just luck. And they do whiff on Abbott. They play a Beaumont Courier. No! Okay. Well, whenever we get down this Inferno Titan, it's going to be good. I'm trying to think what the best draw would be. Koth would probably be the best draw because I can flip Legion's Landing. Although there's plenty of others that would be good. Touch. Sacred Boundary. Tapped. Spell. Okay, Glorybringer will be good later on. I kind of want to sit back on defense. I don't feel like attacking is in my best interest when my hand is this good. Because, like, one thing that could happen is if I attack, they, like, burst lightning my vampire and then Abbott gets prowess and things would be bad. But we're holding back Zergo to block Beaumont Courier. Okay, Koth can die from Glorybringer. As long as the play is just uptick Koth, I'll be happy. Okay. They targeted the correct one. Good place. Ooh, if this is their only attack, that would be really good. I don't think they know that Zergo can't block Abbott. Okay, that's still... We take 7, we fall down to 12. That's still fine. Because now we get to really do some stuff. Oh, that was so good. That was an amazing draw. So we get to go Glorybringer. We're going to attack with everything and flip Legion's Landing. Attack them. Attack them. Attack Koth and Exert. I kind of want to kill Beaumont Courier because that represents 2 cards. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we transform Legion's Landing, we get to play Mother of Runes, and then Inferno Titan. That was an insane draw. Okay, so they discard their hand, they draw 1. What was in their hand? They discard Sulfuric Vortex. That makes sense. That's why I sided it out. It's just not... It's very situational in the mirror. Sometimes it's good, but it's kind of more of a coin flip than anything. We get to play Mom. They have 1 card in hand, and we're going to jam an Inferno Titan. I think the only way we lose to this is, like, them killing my Mother of Runes, and then Zealous Conscripts. That's, like, the only sequence I could think of, but there are probably crazier things, like Wheel of Fortune into a bunch of burn spells. This, regardless of the outcome, these have been some very interesting games. And this is why I think the mana system in Magic is, you know, sometimes when you get the extreme ends of it, it's frustrating, but having to play around... you know, not having the lands you want when you want them makes the game quite interesting because it's really varied. You're not always like casting a 4-drop on turn 4, right? Sometimes you cast 2 drops on turn 6 because you don't have extra mana in it. That just leads to so much variety in gameplay as opposed to like, okay, I'm always going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the new mulligans are helping. I think, I don't know. It's very close to being, in my opinion, perfect. But there are some games where you draw like 10 lands in a row and you're like, okay. Those are not fun. All right, anything but Wheel of Fortune and we're good. I'll take the 3. And P and Karen. Okay, I think we can win from here. Inferno Titan is going to kill... I guess I just want to kill Abbott, Thopter. Because I can't block those. And then we attack with Zergo. Do I attack with a vampire? No, just Zergo. I don't know, maybe I'm supposed to attack with the vampire. It's sacrificing it essentially, but it puts me up to 11 life, and who knows what sequence of draws they could hit here, but like Wheel of Fortune into triple lightning bolt fire blast like is possible, but I think I'm still like I'm super dead to that anyway, so I don't even think vampire plays around that. The only out they currently have is Zealot's Conscripts, but Mother of Runes protects against that. They concede. I think that's the trophy. Yeah, okay. Well, as usual, we are undefeated on our first League of Vintage Cube, so we're going for a trophy streak, and you'll see a video tomorrow. So let's see how many trophies I can get in a row. See you guys there.